Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, we have summarized the top 10 domestic drama movies from 2008 to 2022. So, let's get started the list. Number 1. Revolutionary Road. Director, Sam Mendes. In the late 1950s, Frank and April Wheeler are a young, attractive and promising couple, but they are not happy, or even satisfied. Frank has a boring office job. April mourns a crippled career as an actress. In a desperate attempt to escape their sluggish civilian life, they decide to go to France. Their special gifts will be able to develop in Europe, far from the superficial consumer society that America is in their eyes. Their relationship, however, gets bogged down in endless bickering and jealousy, and a drama seems inevitable. Number 2. Gone Girl. Director, David Fincher. In Carthage, former New York-based writer Nick Dunn and his glamorous wife Amy present a portrait of a blissful marriage to the public. However, when Amy goes missing on the couple's 5th wedding anniversary, Nick becomes the prime suspect in her disappearance. The resulting police pressure and media frenzy cause the Dunns' image of a happy union to crumble, leading to tantalizing questions about who Nick and Amy truly are. Number 3. Lamb. Director, Ross Partridge. Lamb, based on the novel by Bonnie Nadzam, traces the self-discovery of David Lamb in the weeks following the disintegration of his marriage and the death of his father. Hoping to regain some faith in his own goodness, he turns his attention to Tommy, an awkward and unpopular 11-year-old girl. Lamb is convinced that he can help her avoid a destiny of apathy and emptiness, and takes Tommy for a road trip from Chicago to the Rockies, planning to initiate her into the beauty of the mountain wilderness. The journey shakes them in ways neither expects. Number 4. Lady Bird. Director, Greta Gerwig. In 2002, an artistically inclined 17-year-old girl comes of age in Sacramento, California. Christine, Lady Bird, McPherson, is in her final year of high school. She longs to leave Sacramento and go to college on the East Coast. However, her protective, obsessive mother, pessimistic at her chances, is determined to keep her in California, ideally near home. Lady Bird's final year of school will be one of discovery, new experiences, and finding herself. Number 5. Monday. Director, Argyris Papadimitriopoulos. A spark on a Friday can lead to a sizzling weekend fling, but what happens when you get to the inevitable Monday? Mickey and Chloe, two Americans in their mid-30s living in Athens, meet in the heat of summer one whirlwind weekend. The chemistry between them is undeniable. When Chloe's time in Greece is drawing to a close, she decides to give up her high-flying job back home and explore whether one weekend's passion can blossom into something more. Number 6. Rebecca. Director, Ben Wheatley. After a whirlwind romance in Monte Carlo with handsome widower Maxim de Winter, a newly married young woman, Mrs. de Winter, arrives at Manderley, her new husband's imposing family estate on a windswept English coast. Naive and inexperienced, she begins to settle into the trappings of her new life, but finds herself battling the shadow of Maxim's first wife, the elegant and urbane Rebecca, whose haunting legacy is kept alive by Manderley's sinister housekeeper Mrs. Danvers. Number 7. CODA. Director, Sean Heder. 17-year-old Ruby is the sole hearing member of a deaf family, a CODA, child of deaf adults. Her life revolves around acting as interpreter for her parents and working on the family's struggling fishing boat every day before school with her father and older brother. But when Ruby joins her high school's choir club, she discovers a gift for singing and soon finds herself drawn to her duet partner Miles. Encouraged by her enthusiastic, tough-love choirmaster, Bernardo, to apply to a prestigious music school, Ruby finds herself torn between the obligations she feels to her family and the pursuit of her own dreams. Number 8. Verdens, verste menneske. Director, Joachim Trier. Faced with a dreaded existential cul-de-sac and the prospect of a neat and entirely predictable life devoid of surprises, Julie finds herself with her back to the wall, forced to settle down, and, somehow, pushing 30 doesn't make things easier. So, To find meaning and purpose in life, Julie embarks on a long, challenging, 12-chapter journey of love and enlightenment, hoping for the best, little by little, as she puts her dormant talents to good use. Julie flirts with other men, throws herself into a new relationship, and gains new skills and experiences. Number 9. Cha-Cha Real Smooth. Director, Cooper Raiff. Fresh out of college and without a clear life path going forward, 22-year-old Andrew is stuck back at home with his family in New Jersey. But if there's one thing that belongs on his non-existent resume, it's how to get a party started, which lands him the perfect job of motivational dancing at the bar and bat mitzvahs for his younger brother's classmates. When Andrew befriends a local mom, Domino, and her daughter, Lola, he finally discovers a future he wants, even if it might not be his own. Number 10. Don't Worry Darling. Director, Olivia Wilde. A 1950s housewife living with her husband in a utopian experimental community begins to worry that his glamorous company may be hiding disturbing secrets. Alice and Jack are lucky to be living in the idealized community of Victory, the experimental company town housing the men who work for the top-secret Victory project and their families. But when cracks in their idyllic life begin to appear, exposing flashes of something much more sinister lurking beneath the attractive facade, Alice can't help questioning exactly what they're doing in Victory and why.